It's York week. Haha! With the guys, but we have a car full of stuff. Jason, how do you feel about that Norfolk Southern?
I really like it, and suddenly I'm really happy to be here.
Alright guys, so we're here, just parked the car over by the grandstands. It is 8:55, so just in time. Oh my gosh, it's Chris! Here is what I've come home with behind me. It's York week. It's York week. Let's get ready. It's York week. It's York week. Let's get ready. It's York week. Hey buddy, it's Chris from Chris's Trains here. I'm so excited for York week. I haven't even gotten out of my work clothes yet, but it is here. It is October 2022, and it is time for us to get ready for the York Train Show. So the York Train Show is going to be October 20th, 21st, and 22nd. I will be there on Friday the 21st and Saturday the 22nd. I look forward to looking around, meeting up with some friends, hopefully meeting some of you there as well. If you're going to be there, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. If you're going, what are you looking for? Murphy's running around to the back room trying to find some water right now, if you can hear his jingling. Murph. He's too busy to talk with us right now. What am I looking for at York? Hopefully nothing. I just did a live stream with Train World on Monday, and I said I want to leave with my dignity and hopefully some money in my wallet. I have nothing on my list except for maybe 1 or 2 locomotives, but we'll see. But I do just hope to have a really good time. I look really forward to having some really good friends come visit from states far away and getting mostly to spend time with them. That's what this hobby is all about. They call it the York Train Show, but it's really a train meet. And the reason why it's a meet is because you get to meet together with a bunch of other hobbyists, get to know them, see what they're collecting, and just spend some time together, which is what this is all about. So I hope to see you there. I do have the layout all cleaned up and ready. So let's look around at some of the most recent things that I've done just in the last couple days to get this layout pristine and ready for some new power or some new rolling stock that might come here from York and possibly some folks that might stop by. So let's take a look at what's new. Starting back here, I've just cleaned some areas up. So my workbench is over here. I've put away all of the building materials for the extra parts of the diesel shed and some other house kits that I have. That's cleaned up. We've added some more paint to some plywood. Not much has happened up here. If we pan over, most of the work has been done on the center section of our layout. So this was mostly pink foam. I've sculpted molded this, added some rocks and some ground cover for this back slope, as well as the back side as well. We've painted it and expanded our roadway. This will all be covered in a later update video, but I have added the second section of road. We've brought that small lane up to the top of this hill for some more houses, maybe a playground. We've added one house from TW Trainworks. I mentioned this in the Train World live stream. So this house is one of the company houses that TW Trainworks does. They sell a kit of 3 of these. And so it is laser cut wood that you have to assemble and paint yourself. So this was the first one that I did. I did it in a couple hours. So I wanted it to look really rough, almost haunted and eerie. I added some rocking chairs and a dog to the front porch. We added some steps up from the street to give it more depth to the scene itself. And we've got a little truck there as well. That truck needs some weathering, if you ask me. We also brought the J. Frank's grocery store, which was on the lower level. This was a gift from a viewer. He had 2 extra buildings, so this is one that he sent me quite a while ago. I've got a nice new home for it here next to the Patterson's Hardware, which is the downtown deco building that I did. So we've added a sidewalk in front of those as well, and added just a little bit of ground cover in the front of the road there as well to provide a nice scenic element for some photography for some new engines and when hopefully some people come over. We've got the Roundhouse all staged and ready. So we've got our steam engines are all turned around with their stacks facing outward from the Roundhouse. We've got some of our diesels more prominently shown over on that far side. We've also moved the SD70s over here since we took them off the layout. I put my little 060T right there on that little siding or whisker track. And then over here where the diesel shed is, not much has changed since my last video. I'm waiting for that switch. So on Friday at York, I will go to the Ross Custom Switches booth. Steve has a number 4 switch waiting for me. I'll pick it up. And as soon as I get home Friday, I'm going to get that put into place so I can have that siding set up before anybody comes to visit for the weekend. So really exciting stuff. I do have the big boy out. I've got the Acela out and the Cardinal set. Lots of this stuff will probably end up getting put away just in case we get some new things at York to run on the layout. So that is that. All right, so quick video. I just wanted to make the announcement that I'm going to be at York, show you some quick updates of what we've done here on the layout. I also have a new toy that is actually up in my garage, and that is a 3D printer. I just purchased that this past weekend. It is an SLA, so a resin printer, so it's not one that prints from bottom up, but it actually pulls up out of the resin. Really neat. I'm still learning the ins and outs of it. The reason it's in the garage is because there's some fumes associated with a resin printer. So I want to make sure that I'm staying safe. So we've got it up there. Once I get the hang of it, I'll introduce you to that new machine and some of the things that we can do and print. Instead of having to go buy some scenic elements, I can just make them and print them myself, which will eventually save me money. It'll take a while for that thing to pay off, but I know some folks that might look for some certain detail parts, and maybe that'll help me with some money to pay that thing off. But a really neat new tool that I've been doing 3D printing for quite a few years now, and it's nice to finally own my own machine. So we'll introduce that after York also. Stay tuned soon. After York, we'll have the build video for the diesel shed. We will also have the York recap video. So this video is coming out a couple days until York's show. I will be filming at York. I will also be putting out my York overview or highlight reel. Probably not a haul video like I usually do, but a highlight reel will come out Sunday from the event. Also an announcement, which is pretty cool, is I have been selected. I was working with some of the members of the TCA, specifically the gentleman that puts on, like the main dude in charge of the show, Mike, and I will be filming for the TCA and doing a promotional video for them. So if you see me at the show, I might be filming in all the halls, even though some of the halls you're not allowed to film in. I do have permission from the TCA to do that, to put together a promotional video for them so they can put that out for their April show and shows in the future. So really honored to have that set up. I've been working with them for quite a few months on the details of this. So I might be getting some video in some halls that you normally wouldn't see. And again, that's all a promotional video for the TCA, which is always exciting to work and expand with new groups. So that's all that. Thank you all so much for watching this far. I hope to see you at the show. And if you're not going to be at the show, I hope you have a great week. Thanks again for tuning in. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to go get changed out of my work clothes and make some dinner. Have a good night.